அங்க வேணும்.
ஓ நீ ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா டிஸ்கார்ட்ல மெசேஜ் வந்துருது குரூப்ல.
That's me 6 doing his work.
அதான்
Hey, that me 6 song is so nice. டைலாக் எல்லாம் கூட நல்லா இருக்கு. Fits for us.
Stream has started.
Why is it? Oh, reach the target location within 120 seconds. Ah, what the heck?
ஓடு. அங்க ஆக்சுவலி அந்த மேஜஸ் இருப்பாங்க நினைக்கிறேன்.
இருப்பானுங்க.
3 டைப் ஃபயர் வாட்டர் அண்ட் ஐஸ்.
நம்ம அதை ஸ்கிப் பண்ணிட்டு போகலாம்ல. ஷிட், ஒன் மோர்.
ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் அவங்க இங்க இருக்காங்க. போயிடலாம். ஷார்ட் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் தான். ஸ்டாமினா பாத்து.
அதான் ரீசார்ஜ்.
போச்சு கீழே போயிடுவேன்.
ஐயோ
தப்பிச்ச.
எஸ். ஏன் இது மேலே காட்டுது?
அங்கேருந்து அப்படியே இது பண்ணி போகணும் நீ.
கிளைட் பண்ணிட்டே போகலாமா? ஒரு
யா கிளைட் பண்ணிட்டே போகணும். ஐ மீன் ரொம்ப மேலே கிளைட் ஆகிட்டா கொஞ்சம் கீழே போ, அப்போ தான் உனக்கு அந்த இதுக்கு போக முடியும். பூஸ்ட் பண்ணுற ஸ்ட்ரிங்ஸ், பூஸ்ட் ஸ்ட்ரிங்ஸ் ஆர் சம்திங்.
ஏதோ
ரொம்ப சப்பையான சேலஞ்சாக இருக்கு.
But when it's newbies, it will be tough.
Stamina பிரச்சனை.
Before we sign up, let's see.
ஐயோ.
They had to be renowned fighters.
Multiple targets, okay.
Who will we be up against?
Okay, we've come back to where we.
All the efforts for a common chest.
சரி, நம்ம மிஷன் போவோம். மிஷன் போவோம்.
ஆராம். ஓகே.
இது சேலஞ்சா மிஷனா அங்கிள் யூன்?
ஓ இது ஸ்டோரி. அசுஹாவோட ஸ்டோரி.
3 பாயிண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு.
3 பேர்த்து கூட பேசணும்.
ஓகே டா.
Hello.
You bet I am. Have you put your names down? Well, I'd have to.
Oh, is my audio also coming in the YouTube?
Yeah.
Me? Only. What? Not to mention, they tried to sneak me into the. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kicks and. I'm not saying I came.
But for us, even for.
I'll see you in the.
இங்க எப்பட ஆளுங்க எல்லாம் வர ஆரம்பிச்சானுங்க. This was so abandoned.
ஜஸ்ட் இந்த ஈவென்ட்க்கு மட்டும் இருப்பாங்க. அதுக்கு அப்புறம்
ஊருக்கு போய்டுவாங்க.
பார்க்க முடியாது.
Nothing beats real life with this turn.
Exactly.
His master.
Skip.
He's the founder of the Link. He's got to be to the Link.
Forced this.
It's a type of, for example.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is.
There's a tuition.
Of course.
Recently, though.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too.
Well, we have.
Exactly. Folks will come from far and
Oh,
wide.
Diona ஏதோ ஈவென்ட் சொல்லிட்டு இருப்பாளே அதானா இது? If you win the challenge, you will get a ticket to.
அது டியோனா இல்ல, இது பெய்டு.
பெய்டு. அப்ப டியோனா யாரு?
டியோனா தான் அந்த கேட் வைப்பரா. சாரி அது வந்து ப்ளீஸ் ஓடு. அந்த cat's tail something ஏதோ ஒன்னு பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த ஐசி பவர் ஷீல்ட் எல்லாம் ஜெனரேட் பண்ணி.
You better believe from me. Obtaining a vision.
பூனை மாதிரி காது வச்சு.
பூனை மாதிரி காது சில பேருக்கு இருக்கு.
நானும் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் அடிக்கடி. நம்ம 2 பேருக்கு இந்த ஷீல்ட் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றது.
ஓகே. அந்த கேரக்டர்.
ஹீலிங் எல்லாம் போட்டு விடுங்க.
You don't mind? I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Chink's a village Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Correct.
It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
ஆமா நீங்க கூட
I wonder
ரெண்டு
if
பேர்
I can get
இருப்பாங்க.
her
Who are they?
autograph later.
ஒருத்தி வந்து
I
கிச்சிங்.
trust you are aware that only
Innorthi?
those without visions can enter the tournament.
கூட இன்னொருத்தியா
ரெண்டு பேர் இருப்பாங்க.
தெரியலையே.
Really?
கான்யுவா?
But from what I've heard,
அவ்வளவுதான் இருக்கும்.
the things you're capable of in combat
Blue
are
color hair.
nothing
Yes.
short of extraordinary.
அதோ பிங்கா.
You walk into
I
the
don't
most
know,
dangerous
but
situations
two people will be.
imaginable, face off against.
Yep.
My apologies. It's
Exact
just a formality.
ஞாபகம்.
So far, I've got
ரொம்ப
defeated the
மாசங்களுக்கு
ancient god
முன்னாடி
Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon too. Put down.
Whoa.
Might as well.
I wonder.
Okay.
ஆக்சுவலி இதுதான் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். இப்போ
You're
வந்து
a
ஒன்னு
great-
கென்ஷன் இம்பாக்ட் வந்து
There's
உபுண்டுல எப்படி
another
ஆடுறதுன்னு தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
Why would
I see. So.
You can install Epic and
Anyway, the quality.
I know.
அது ட்ரை
இல்லைனா-
பண்ணி பார்த்துட்டேன்.
So
It's not working.
சரி உபுண்டுல டைரக்ட்லி
ஒரே நிமிஷம்.
Alright.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you good?
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament.
Oh
Her
my
first
God.
bout begins now.
Seems like you got a pretty good chance of winning this
what
thing.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
Come on, let's go sign up.
Ugh. How am I supposed to win now?
You're not gonna win now.
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Fight முடிஞ்சிருச்சா?
I
fight
knew
முடிஞ்சிருச்சு.
I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive.
போட்டிருக்கான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Pink
But I
colour ல
also
தான்
observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on, just so come on.
All right. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot
Yeah.
like that. You know, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same. For one, so,
This is how Cap decides.
all right. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get. You may well be. Very well.
All right, that's an.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt.
Relax. My girl's at the...
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun.
This
Who's
guy's
it gonna be
hard.
this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Ooh.
It's a fury.
Ooh. Let's go.
It's a fury. It's a fury. sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the...
Right! If you had a...
I wanted a bit of mine. I lost interest. I fought...
Huh?
No, I did. Only in def...
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please come.
Bye.
Whether there'll be a... So don't...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon the...
Ah, it's you! I myself...
Aw.
Why, yes, I faltered. Given my stat, still, I'm...
Hey there!
He tried to use force. His opponent was, why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Beto.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory. In fact, I discerned this.
I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you.
We wanted to ask about who are...
Not exactly. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off?
If that is the case, I haven't.
Yeah?
It is true. I do not mean given your tap.
Hang on.
Gathering into... Besides our...
You betcha, Aunt.
However, come with me. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you share... Since a young age, it is things that...
That's crazy.
My humble... To think a human could... And not to mention...
Hey, stop it!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so...
It's been a long... Honestly, you...
Perhaps, however, Of course, I too shall share... Now then.
Defeat the monster to show Kazuha your elemental ability. Oh my god. Oh, inta monsters.
Oh, it's revealed.
A touch of frost.
Apa champion over there? Somewhere. Oh, actually fire.
I'm using all the Pokemons. Are you afraid, sir? No Pokemon, no.
Forth, my blade.
Leave it.
Will the Pokemon be able to do something?
By royal decree.
Bob, how is Fischl going to be doing very strong damage?
Nice and spicy. Steady as stone.
Shield what against shield.
I missed a spot. Oz, reveal thyself.
Swift and merciful.
I'll catch up. Boba, get them! By royal decree.
A touch of frost.
I must.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to do. In other words, as long as you remain please, save your thanks. If the world is a truly...
You seem kind of obsessed with
I desire to know what my apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystic... So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma... It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the With time, if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can... Very well.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start. Everyone, listen up. We've reached the climax. We've seen many now I'd let she strikes. Wow. I'm sure everyone. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Still hasn't arrived?
What could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies. Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice.
Hello.
If he doesn't
Yes,
show
Bob,
up, we'll
yes.
just have to postpone the
Yes,
match.
yes.
Wait a moment. Something
late-ஆ
doesn't
கேக்குதோ?
seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler,
கேக்குதா?
come with us.
Yeah, கேக்குது.
Some lag இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, yes.
ஏதாவது லாக் இருக்கா என்ன?
இல்ல I can hear you.
அப்புறம் ஏன்டா ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணல?
இங்க கொஞ்சம் சின்ன வேலை இருந்துச்சுடா.
இருக்கா?
Let me see. That's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh?
It's gone.
Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken.
No need to worry. The vision was...
Well, if I'll stay here and...
If you would, please come with me. Come
with
me.
vision ஆட்டே போட்டாங்க.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
I must leave no...
One with my blade.
By royal decree. Nice and spicy.
You can't run from death.
Someone needs assistance.
Yeah.
I'll catch up.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
என்னாச்சு? Why am I back?
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Challenge completed. Oh, wow.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into, and on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed, stealth...
You...
But it appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming... Since there was no... I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my... Drat. I know an empty threat when... Fine.
You know, according to the...
Huh? You're...
Not to mention that the item you stole... It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far!
If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
What are you trying to do?
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Here's something special. Swift and merciful. Just a temporary setback.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No, no. No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh?
I take no pleasure when people are forced into a corner. That is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. From the moment I've tried many other, though few tales tell. After seeing, come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you... I see. So, no matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I'd stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Oh, okay.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please.